I have some big news, guys. Yes, I have finally earned my spot back in the senior side this week. It took me 2 back-to-back weeks in the twos where I played decent footy to get another opportunity in the seniors this week, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We've had a couple injuries and there is a couple people that just aren't playing this week. In really exciting good news, I'll be returning with Michael Gibbons again. The ex-Carlton footballer is returning off his little calf injury or hamstring injury. I can't remember what he ended up injuring this time. That's exciting. Love playing with him. Each time you play with him, he just brings you up and about. And he is an absolute superstar footballer, so I love playing with him. And I really just need to make the most of my opportunity this week. I don't know how many more opportunities I'm going to get in the ones this year. So I really need to just go out there and play a good standard of footy, enough to keep my spot in the side. But that's hard because I play bad under pressure, so I really need to not put too much pressure on myself, because I notice the more pressure I put on myself, the more I'm thinking and I'm just not in the zone to play footy. So when I'm having fun and I'm just confident playing with my mates, like I do in the twos, I seem to play really good footy. So I really need to focus on just getting excited and not putting too much pressure on myself tomorrow, which is going to be hard because I'm honestly stressing already and I'm getting anxiety thinking about going out and playing tomorrow, which isn't great, but hopefully that goes away soon. Hopefully I can put the footy on tonight, watch the doggies play, and hopefully all that goes away and I can just look forward to playing footy tomorrow. I just need to think of it like it's a twos game and I'm playing with my really close mates and just enjoy footy again, because honestly, I haven't enjoyed playing senior footy at all this year. It's been stressful. I feel like I'm doing everything wrong when I'm out there. You probably can relate, like sometimes when you're playing footy, you feel like everything you're doing is not what you're meant to be doing, and like, I don't know what it is, if it's just mentally or what it is, but hopefully I can get back in that right headspace and really grind out a good performance tomorrow. But yeah, that's enough. We're versing Lavington and they are a good side. They are sitting below us on the ladder, but don't let that deceive you. They are flying. They are a really good team. They should have won so many more games this year. There's a lot of games where they've just kicked themselves out of the game because they've kicked so many points, and unfortunately that's cost them the game. But yeah, Lavington are a very good side. They've got the coach Adam Schneider, an AFL great. He was a very good footballer back in the day. So it's going to be a big coach off. We've got Stevie J, our coach, and Adam Schneider, I think his name is, for them. So it's going to be a battle of the 2 champion coaches. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to cook up some dinner soon, so I'm going to run you through the pre-game routine this week. I'm really trying to do everything I can right, trying to eat exactly the right foods and do everything I can to play the best I can tomorrow, because I want to get some confidence up in the ones and I can go into the bye the week later with a bit of confidence and not stressing about if I'm getting dropped or not the whole week after, because I know if I don't play great tomorrow, I'm going to stress all week, all of the bye. We've got a bye, so I'm going to stress about it all that time. It's going to ruin my whole probably 2 weeks. So hopefully I can go in, play some good footy and not be depressed for the whole week and a half after it. But yeah, I'll pick up the camera once I'm about to have some dinner. I love you. Mwah. The pre-game meal has been cooked up, and this is what I used to eat every night before a game last year, and I had a pretty good year in the footy last year. I played one of my better seasons, I reckon, in the Ovens and Murray League. So this is what I used to have every night before I played footy, but I ate it that much that I got sick of it this year. But I'm going back to the roots because I really need to play as good as I possibly can. And tonight we are having the old steak and chips. Beautiful seasoned steak, few chips on there, bit of gravy. Got my Western Bulldogs mug, the old doggies mug. Hopefully the doggies get a win tonight, but I'm gonna smash this down. I'm gonna eat all of this because I'm starving. And then I might run you through a multi for the footy tonight, and then we'll check back after the footy tonight to see if my multi got up. But I need to eat right now because I'm starving, so I'm gonna smash it down. Absolutely demolish that. That was some of the best steak I've cooked in a long time. I'm so full after that. Filled me up. Hopefully that's the fuel that'll help me play a good game tomorrow. But now it's time to build a multi for Bulldogs versus Essendon Friday night game. So I'm going to build one up now. Alright, So I've built 2 multis up. One is like a sure thing. It's definitely not a sure thing because I just noticed it's got 9 legs. And then another one I built is just my bonus bet I've thrown on. Hail Mary, hopefully they all get up. But these ones normally fail by 1 leg. But this is my safer bet. And I've gone Nick Martin from Essendon, 20 disposals. Caleb Daniel from the Bulldogs, 20 disposals. Jack McRae, 20 disposals. Marcus Bontempelli for 25. Adam Treloar for 25. Tom Liberatore for 25. Big Timmy English for 15. Bailey Smith for 15. He's back in this week. Hopefully, I think he's going to dominate, but he was paying like $1.10 or something for 15. So I was like, why would I take him for 20 when I'm getting them good value at 15? And then I took pick your own line, Bulldogs 20.5 plus. So as long as the Bulldogs don't lose by 20 or more points, I'm sweet with that one. But yeah, that's paying $6.25. So hopefully that one gets up, make a bit of coin, but I probably went a bit wild with all the 25 legs there. I didn't really think about that, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that one gets up. They're playing at Marvel under the roof, so it should be dry, good conditions. I like to flick it around, so plenty of disposals. But this one is a bit of a roughie, paying $11, and I've got 11 legs. So this one is just one that I wanted to use my bonus bet on. We've got Darcy Parish for 25, Ed Richards for 15, Tim English again for 15, Bailey Smith for 20, because like I said, I think he's going to play better. Bailey Dale for 20. Jack McRae for 20. Matt Guelphy for a goal. Cody Waitman for a goal. We love Cody Waitman on this channel. Cody is an absolute gun, one of my favourite players. Big Buku Karmas for the Western Bulldogs. He is back in the side this week. He hasn't played this year. He's going to bounce up and kick a goal. Then we've got Peter Wright to kick 2 because our Bulldogs defence is looking a bit shaky this week. So I reckon big Peter Wright's going to kick a couple. Honestly, he probably could kick 5. But I thought I'd go safe and take him for 2. And then the last leg is Kyle Langford to kick a goal. So hopefully these get up. If that gets up, that's $500. And if my other one gets up, that's $625. So hopefully these legs get up. And I'm going to come back after the game tonight when I'm going to bed and then we'll touch base to see where my leg failed or if it got up. So I'll see you guys in a minute, but for me, it's going to be like 4.5 hours until the footy's finished and then I'm going to see, hopefully my multi gets up. Phew! What a win by the Bulldogs. They ended up winning by like 40 points. So that is a huge win. That gets me up and about. And time for the multi, okay? Both of them. Go to resulted multis. Guys, this one hurts a little bit. All green, but Nick Martin had him for 20 disposals. He ended on 19. So that was my sure thing that dropped by 1 disposal. That one hurts. Guys, the second multi. This was the Hail Mary multi. 2 legs failed. Darcy Parish for 25. Ended on 24. And Buku Karmas to kick a goal. He kicked a goal, but the umpire called it back and said it was a free kick to the other man. So all of my multis were so close. That hurt. This is my first time I haven't won a multi on the Doggies game in a long time. But that hurt, but I'm still happy. The Doggies had a good win. We love that. It is 10:30, so it's getting late. I should be asleep. So I'm going to quickly go brush my teeth and hop into bed. I'll see you all in the morning. Mwah.
The next day.
Good morning. Had a good sleep last night. Woke up at about 8:30 this morning. So quickly had a shower, got dressed, and now I'm making some breakfast. So this is my pre-game meal this week for the seniors. Got a few Wheat Bix and a bit of toast. Vegemite on toast, absolutely delicious. Having a bit more to eat this week because playing at 2 o'clock, this is all I eat. And I might have a banana at the game if they bring some. The club normally brings some fruit. But yeah, so this is all I'm going to eat until I play footy at 2 o'clock. And then by the time I'm finished, it's like 4:30. So I don't eat all day pretty much. So I'm getting as much food in as I can now. Smash this down. Then I'm going to have to quickly leave and drive all the way to Lavie because I want to watch the Twos boys play. Love watching them play. They're flying at the moment. It's top of the ladder clash. Whoever wins this game is most likely going to finish on top of the ladder in the Twos. So I really want to get over and watch that. But I'm going to smash this down now, so I'll see you soon. Alright guys, I've just gotten to the Lavington Sports Ground and it is looking like a pearl a day. Beautiful day, about 15 degrees. We're getting really lucky with this weather for footy. I am over the moon, but I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to duck in, get ready, get in the zone, and hopefully have a good win today. Hopefully I can play all right and cement my spot in the senior side. Feeling fucking nervous, if I'm going to be honest, but just got to do everything I can to do as good as I can. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully there's some good footage for you now. So I'll see you after. Cheers. Righto, so we're getting the game underway here, and I was starting off on the bench, and I was the first forward rotation. So we get the first clearance, which was good from the boys. And then a couple minutes into the game, Basil gets a turnover there, handballs it out to Willie Wheeler, and he's absolutely unbelievable. And he hits up Willow for Willow to kick our first goal for the game. He goes back and kicks the first score for the game, and he was on fire early, kicking that one straight through the middle. Then again, Logs kicks ones out wide, and then it's our man Willie Wheeler again, linking up with Willow again 2 minutes later. Great mark by Willow. He goes back, and he's kicked two inside the first 6 minutes of the game. And this is where I run onto the ground, I think, after that goal was my rotation, about 6 minute mark. But I've come straight on here. Willie gets it, and I get the handball. Don't know how I got that ball, but I got a handball out to Foz, and Foz give it to Basil. And Basil runs in on his left foot, and he kicks his first goal for the game. So we got a really hot start. And here our defence was just really good. We wanted to cover off the middle. We knew they would go inboard. So we did exactly what we wanted there. Big Logs, beautiful kick out to Willow. And Willow takes a beautiful clunk. And this is a fun fact from Willow. He has never kicked a point at the Lavington Sports Ground. He's kicked only goals and maybe a couple on the fulls or no scores. But here I come across, try to get a mark. Probably should have punched that. But good defence by me. But unfortunately it just spilled out the back. But that was it for the first quarter. Lavington kicked 3 points for 3, and we'd kicked 6 goals, 4 for 40. So we had a really good start, did exactly what we wanted. But unfortunately, I only got my hands on it a couple times. But I was pretty good defensively, and that was my main goal going to the game, was just to be defensively on and help the team out as much as possible. And here we get the first clearance with Willie getting a high tackle. And he goes in long and deep. But I was starting on the bench again this quarter, so I wasn't on the ground yet. But Basil kicks a nice goal on his opposite foot, right foot snap, and he celebrated hard like he always does. But here I get my first touch for the quarter. Cam kicks it in long, and I get a nice little mark here, right on the 50 line, right on my limit. And I probably should have went a bit quicker here, but this is just me adjusting to the senior footy. I was getting screamed at to play slow, but honestly I probably should have kicked it in quick to our forwards. Ended up kicking to Basil, and he unfortunately didn't mark it. And here's just a bit of a clip when it's not your day. You'll see me in the number 20 there, getting in, blocking for Bailey, and then Bailey gets on a nice lead and takes a mark. So it just shows that if you're not your day, you can still help your teammates out and help your team, just not to be selfish. And here I take the mark, and this bloke was just that little bit too tall for me, so when I fell to the ground, he was able to just hold it above my head. And after he kicked it, he even told me that that was your mark, mate, so that hurt. But there again, I get a nice little mark, just playing in front, helping out a defence, get the kick out. Didn't see anything, so I give it to Brucey, just trying to widen the ground, and then we go forward from there. And here, very late in the quarter, a costly turnover. Willow gets there, and he gets absolutely winded. Then Cam Wilson snaps the goal, and then the siren goes not long after. So that was it for the second quarter. 3 goals, 7 to Lavi, and 9 goals, 8 to us. So we were off to a very good start. And early into the third quarter, Foz kicks a goal in the first 10 seconds, that looks like. So that was brilliant by Foz. And then here, Foz gets the hands out, and then he kicks it into the goal square. I'm running in. The bloke holds my arm, but that's okay. I pick it up, and then I get slung tackled without the ball. But the umpire doesn't pay that, which is a bit unfortunate for a bloke like me that's right on the edge of playing 1s and 2s. I could have gone with that. And then I get a nice run and jump at that one, but unfortunately just didn't hold onto it. But then here, get the handball out, and then I handball it to Horry, and Horry handballs it to Rhino. Probably nearly could have got the hands back there, and I would have went onto my left, but Rhino tries to snap it, and unfortunately Lavi get it and kick it back the other way. But here's just a good example of my forward pressure, just getting over as hard as I can, spoiling it, getting up, and again, getting the hands and just kicking it in quick to our forwards. So that was probably the best bit of play I'd done for the day, but unfortunately it just went over Willow's head. It just goes to show, if you're not getting your hands on the footy, to still work your ass off and put the forward line pressure on, especially as a small forward. because you're not always going to get your hands on the footy. It's honestly probably the hardest role to play as a small forward, and I'm really struggling at the moment. But that was it for the third quarter. 6 goals, 9 for 45, and 6 goals, 12 for 108. So we were flying going into this last quarter. Here I get my hands on it again, give it to Logs. Logs gets out in space and bombs it on his left. And here Jord looking, sees me in a paddock out in the middle, take the mark, get back quick off the mark, looking for the right option. I see Willow one-on-one in the goal square, so I kick it to his space, and then he just puts his big dump truck ass in the way, and he takes a nice mark. And obviously Willow goes back and kicks his 5th or 6th goal for the game, I think. So he was absolutely dominating. And again, Willow here really starting to find some form later in the season here. He's leading the goal kicking, and here he goes back. Nice set shot routine, keep it straight. And he goes back and kicks a beautiful goal. So he's absolutely dominating at the moment, and it's really good to see. It helps all us forwards when he's kicking goals. But that was it for the game. Lavy 9 goals, 14, 68. Us 19 goals, 13, 127. So obviously very disappointing with how I played. I only ended on the 7 disposals, but I was pretty good without the ball. Like, I was really pushing up, helping the defence, getting in good spots, getting a lot of spoils in and just intercepts. But yeah, obviously pretty disappointed. Not how I wanted to play my first senior game back in a while. But we've got a bye next week, so I won't have a game day vlog in the next week. But that's it for today. Please like and subscribe if you want more game day vlogs, and I'll see you next week.